start with Trey. We'll open it right for questions for Trey.
How do you feel like you're settling into the offense and kind of what they want to do with you at running back?
I think I'm settling in pretty great. I love outside zone. I love any type of scheme, but obviously I ran outside zone at the last school I was at, so that's something I'm pretty familiar with. So it's been pretty sweet, honestly.
How can this offense be even better than it has been already?
Just keep making explosive plays like we have been. I think our offense is really explosive. We have a lot of guys that run 22, 23 miles per hour on this offense, so we can be a very explosive offense. If we keep making those explosive plays, we'll keep putting up points on the board.
Can you just kind of run us through your decision to come here and like kind of how you ended up at Georgia Tech?
Well, I knew I was getting, from my coach. Obviously, once Coach McKenzie had got the job, I knew what I was going to get out of him. I knew I needed more development, just from understanding the game and then just little tweaks and stuff like that within my game. And I knew he was the guy to go to, the guy that was going to help me get the job done.
Do you feel like you guys have used the entire playbook? Have we seen everything from this offense, or is there more in there, you think?
No, definitely not. I think there's going to be a lot of surprises, and, when the time comes, I think a lot of people is going to raise their eyebrows like, whoa, we obviously didn't see that coming, but it's coming.
You've obviously played Wake Forest before, and have you played up there before?
Yes, sir.
Kind of, what are your thoughts on Wake?
I think they're a very sound defense. If you cut on the tape, they hustle to the ball every single play, and they do a good job with the turnover margin. Obviously, they have 7 turnovers this year, so that's the thing that we have to key on. But a very solid defense, smart. Sometimes the nickel is even coming down playing Mike. Sometimes the nickel might come play Sam, and the Mike might go play nickel. So obviously, those are smart guys, and they know the game of football.
More for Trey.
Yeah, just your impression of Haynes King, your quarterback, and how great he's been so far.
Definitely a great guy first. He's a great leader, someone that I can go to day in and day out, just ask him questions, and he'll answer it. Just on a personal level as well, we sit down, we chop it up every day. Very, very cool, great teammate, great person, and somebody that definitely helps keep this offense going.
Okay.
Can you talk a little bit about how you and kind of Jamal counter each other a little bit?
As far as?
It's just stylistically as running backs, it seems like you guys complement each other well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Maul, that's my guy. We definitely have a 1-2 punch. Both very, very explosive. Maul does a good job in open field, and I feel like I do a good job of just taking it home. So those are 2 things you definitely need in this league, and especially in this conference.
Eddie, just give us your impressions on Wake's offense and the challenge.
It's unique, very, very neat. I'm not used to seeing this style of ball, but I think the O-line, they're pretty good. They're pretty solid. They're very patient. So I guess as D-line, we have to make sure we have to stand our gap and hold it. We got to be uncomfortable, being comfortable and being patient as them. So I think they have a pretty sound O-line and a pretty sound offense.
Okay.
I guess the question that a lot of fans want to know is how you're feeling. Obviously, the South Carolina State game, you got dinged, and it was a big deal, and it seemed like you played well last week. So just how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I went down, but thank God we got me out of that. A little something had happened in my back, but I'm back ready to play. Seeing last week D-line did a pretty good job, but I'm back ready, so I'll be good.
What's been the message in terms of trying to get some sacks and some tackles for loss? The D-line's kind of struggled in that area so far.
Yeah, with that, our coach has been harping on that every day. We try to get to the quarterback every day. We do drills every day in practice. We, as a D-line, know we need more sacks, we need more TFLs to be a great D-line in this conference. But every day we're working, and they're coming for sure. That's a promise.
You had a chance to play a good bit last year at USF as
Yes,
a
sir.
true freshman, and then
Yes, sir.
obviously with Sylvain going down, that changed kind of maybe like even the expectations of kind of your role going into the season. Just can you talk about kind of how you've adjusted to, I guess, higher expectations for you, or is it something that you had within yourself this whole time?
Oh yeah, I always had it in myself since I was born. But speaking of that, Sylvain's a great guy. That's my brother. I love him. He coaches me when I do make mistakes. For him to be hurt, you wouldn't even know he was hurt. The way he out there helping us. So shout outs to him. But that motor within inside me been always like that. So Sylvain been down. We got next man up, next man mentality. So we're gonna be great.
Anything else for Eddie?
When you face a team like Wake, they have the long mesh, and I imagine for your position that's the most difficult read because a lot of times they're reading you. Like, how difficult is that to not like go and kill the quarterback or whatever? Like when you're watching that long mesh play out.
It's very interesting, but like I said earlier, with a coach like Marco Coleman, he's the best of the best. So with him in our ear every day, he makes sure that we holding our gap and not peaking, because we peak there, it might shoot for 60. So with Coach Coleman, I love him. So he put us in the best position to succeed within the game and in practice. So we're never in the wrong. And if we do make mistakes, we're watching the film and go over it. So with a guy like Marco Coleman, you can't really beat that.
Kelly?
Obviously, you were uncertain kind of what was going to happen here, and Jordan gets hurt, you step in, and then you guys turn into the right side combo. Just kind of how's it been adjusting to playing a lot and playing in the ACC?
Yeah, I think my goal coming in was just to put my best foot forward and give as much effort as I possibly could. That was from the first day of camp even to every day now. And I think that's kind of given me the ability to step in and kind of play without there being like a drop in the play. I think, Jordan was a guy who was really awesome to like kind of look up to, and just sort of, seeing how hard he played during camp was really good to see, because I knew that was the level that was needed to play in the ACC. So just really happy that we get to play together now. And I think it was really his hard work and effort that really kind of showed me the way when I first got here.
Jen?
What's the most fun part about playing in this offense?
There's a lot of good competition, Every week, you're going to need a lot of preparation. And I think that's really just exciting, because you kind of have to keep yourself, you have to hold yourself accountable, right? You got to prepare every week. And for me, I think it's an opportunity to just keep getting better every week. So that's what I like about it.
Kelly?
We heard a lot about your physicality on the line and kind of being a little bit of just like kind of a beast in terms of blocking, and especially in the run game. Was that something that you pride yourself on? Was that something that's been part of your career before, or is that like something you engaged in more here?
Again, I think it's just seeing, guys like who were sort of in front of me when coming into camp, seeing just the physicality that they played with. I knew that's what I kind of had to match and, hopefully exceed, so we can all kind of push each other in that way. Because I think that's kind of what we want to be as a team. We want to be a physical team, a team that can run the ball. And it's something that, I don't know, it really hasn't been something that I've done for my whole career, but now that I'm here, I think it's something that I think is really necessary, and I hope that we can continue to do it, and I can push, and other people can push me to kind of keep that physicality up as we go through the weeks here.
Do you feel this offense can take it to another level, and how so?
Yeah, I think this offense has shown flashes of a lot of greatness. I think if the O-line keeps playing the way we've been playing, I think there's a lot of opportunities to score a lot of points and continue to win games. There's really, I have really no complaints with the offense. I think in practice, it's really impressive watching everybody just with such great effort get after every single rep, every single period. And I'm really excited for where the offense is headed for sure.
John?
What was the experience like going to Ole Miss? I'm not sure if you guys played a bye game like that at Princeton, but just going into like kind of a crazy road game and in the SEC in particular.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was an awesome experience, honestly. We knew kind of what it was going to be like during the week. I think once you get into it, I think for me, I had never played a game like that. So there's definitely a lot of nerves. But I think once I got situated after the first drive, I just kind of looked at the guys on the bench, and I was like, we're ready to play. So it was pretty clear that we all had a pretty good mindset, and we were all ready to kind of take on the challenge. And it was loud. There was a lot of stuff going on, a lot of distractions, but I think we handled it pretty well overall.
Just off the field, what are your impressions of Atlanta? What are you studying? What went into the decision, to attend Georgia Tech?
Yeah, I think there was just a lot of mutual interest between myself for this institution, and also the coaches when they were recruiting me. They made it clear that they wanted a fifth year for 1 year, and I saw a lot of similarities with here in Princeton. It's a place that's really going to push you both in football and also academics. So I'm just studying business right now, and I can tell that it's challenging for sure. And it would be equally, I think, challenging if I had to come here for 4 years. So there's no doubt that this is a challenging place, and I think it's going to produce. I think it has produced a lot of great athletes and even better just men overall.
Kind of what are your impressions of the Wake Forest defense when you look at kind of what do they do well and what will be the challenges for you guys this week?
Yeah, overall, they're a very, very sound, solid defense. I think that's probably my biggest takeaway. They're well coached, you can tell, and they fight really hard. They fight for the entire play, and they're tough to block. So I think it's going to take a lot of effort, a lot of physicality to kind of, move the line of scrimmage. But I think it's something we can do as long as we also play sound and solid in our game too. So, yeah.
Anything else for Connor? Go ahead.
What's been the biggest adjustment to living in the South for you?
No one told me how hot and humid summer is. So that was a pretty big adjustment for camp. But I think we worked through it and had to drink a lot more and eat a lot more. But yeah, overall, I think I love being in a city. I love being in Atlanta. It's really cool. So definitely a switch up for me, so I enjoy it. And yeah, starting to learn some little things about the South, starting to, learn about the cuisine a little bit more and stuff. So I can't complain. I think Georgia Tech's in a great spot, so I've been very happy with it.